Welcome to this video on form design for user interaction activities. Again, in this video, we will continue exploring BIZUIT Form Designer, creating the complementary forms for the reimbursement process. We will see how to reuse the start form and adapt it for each interaction activity of the process, allowing an efficient management of the data flow. Let's start. To optimize our time, we will start from the start form and copy it for the following forms of the user interaction activities. This will allow us to maintain consistency in the data and formats already defined. Step 1. Duplication of the initial form. We select the initial evaluation user interaction activity. We click on the right button and select the option Copy Form, from which it will show us the forms available in the process. In our case, we only have the one of the startup form activity. We select it and give a name to the copy, for example, form. Initial evaluation. We double-click on the activity and click on Modify. We click on the three dots, and a copy of the startup request form will open. We will change the header data, and the fields previously placed in the screen. As number of employee, amount, etc. We will configure them in mode disabled, or also known as read only, from the basic properties of the control. This guarantees that the initial data cannot be modified in later stages of the process. To the Attach File button. We will change its label to Save View Files. And in Document Properties, we will tell it that do not allow to add, only to see. Then we will make space, dragging the controls. To place the data proper of this activity, that are as we see here, in parameters and variables. The data variable, initial evaluation, has a XML data structure where we will place, on the one hand, the note, and on the other hand, the result. It would be convenient to place the result in a combo box, for which then we will use a combo. That we will link to the value result of the data variable, initial evaluation, and we will populate it in the following way, using a fixed text value list. We will say 0 is rejected and 1 is approved. We will tell it to initially select the first item. Then we will use a text area control for the notes of the activity and link it to note of the data variable, initial assessment. We save the form. Close our Editor tab, click on Accept, again on Accept, and repeat the process. For the Admin Manager authorization activity, in this case, we will copy the form from the initial evaluation form. And we will name it. The header title, and these controls, which were linked to the nodes. Initial evaluation data result, we will link it to the new data result, Admin Manager authorization. The same for the notes. Save the form. Close our tab, we click on Accept and Accept. We have seen then how to reuse forms in BIZUIT Designer to stylize the design and maintain consistency in the forms of our processes. With this methodology, we achieve efficient forms that facilitate user interaction at each stage of the reimbursement process. Thanks for joining us on this tour, and see you in the next video.